Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Jeanette. I appreciate you all so much for coming by. Alright, we're going to make this intro real quick. Gems, get right on your messages, love. Just want to remind you, as always, at the end of the video is where we're going to get our advice directly from Spirit with the Earth Magic Oracle deck. And it's so important to get your advice, you guys, because that's going to tell you where to go from here, alright, loves? Okay, let's see what's coming in for Geminis. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. General messages, as always, my darlings, please do keep that in mind. Not everything is going to resonate for everybody. Only take what fits for your life and leave the rest behind, as you always hear, right? And if you do need something more specific to your situation, I am offering personal readings at this time. So feel free to email me if you're interested, okay, loves? All right, one more. Let's give it one more good shuffle. And then we'll see what's coming in for my gem friends. All right, present moment, Geminis. Whoop. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Isn't that lovely? Ah, and Lovers in reverse. Oh, and Two of Cups. That's funny. So Lovers in reverse, yet we've got a Two of Cups here. Right off the bat, you guys, I feel like this is a reoccurring theme for you guys. First of all, this is your card, right? And here was our first card popped up, was that Wheel of Fortune. We'll talk about that in a second, but I really want to hit this point here, loves. Twin flame, soulmate energy. You're definitely dealing with a soulmate, somebody you're beginning to see eye to eye with here. However, I feel, loves, because this is your card, you could still be fighting yourself, battling yourself on some issues, or not coming into alignment with the other half of yourself, okay? Clearly here you're getting along with somebody, all right? Because it is in the upright. This is that water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But here, seeing eye to eye, you offer a cup of love, I offer a cup of love. We love each other equally, and we are getting along. Basically, that's what that's about. However, Lovers in reverse, I feel like this is your personal alignment, my gems, okay? Trying to come back into fullness here. I feel like you're divided. You may be divided in and of yourself about this connection, but you appear to be getting along with somebody. This is somebody that you're destined to be going through this with. The Wheel of Fortune here, loves, it can turn either way. It can turn in your favor or it can turn against you here. But cycles occurring right now between you and a soulmate. Dealing with these cycles and dealing with this person is going just fine. But again, I feel like you're divided. In and of yourself, you're divided, all right, loves? So let's keep going and see what's crossing these energies. King of Pentacles here, Virgo for me, but can stand for any earth energy or anybody taking on these properties, loves. King of Pentacles is stable. He's a rooted, committed, married individual. He takes care of his family. He is a provider, all right? He's a provider of resources and foundations. So you could potentially be dealing with somebody of this nature or taking on these characteristics for yourself. All right, let's see what's crossing these energies. Thank you, Spirit. Oop, Seven of Swords. Okay, interesting. We have the Star card at the bottom of the deck, Aquarian energy, loves. Your air energy right along here with Aquarius and Libra, darlings. But this is a deceit. This is a deceit. This is, could be greed. It could be anything. Because this guy, you see, he's got 5 of the 7 swords. And he's so greedy and deceitful. He's literally thinking about coming back to grab the other 2. All right, one would think he has enough, but he's still going to be deceptive. Okay, lying, stealing, manipulation in this card. I feel, love, I feel a great deceit is occurring, but again, I feel like it's a division of self. I feel like you're deceiving yourself at this point. We're going to dig a little deeper and find out how. Okay, but something about you is a little off kilter at this time. I feel like you're, like I said, I feel like you're deceiving yourself. You may be not seeing things clearly at this time on purpose. All right, let's keep going. Aquarian energy in the Star card, loves, having a wish and granting, casting it out to the universe. Potential being granted here if it pops out. But I feel, loves, this is your deep desire coming out. It could be the desire of the other person. You could both have a great wish to remain together, to come together, and to have peace together, okay? But I feel your personal alignment here, there's something about this that you're ignoring within yourself. And it's a division of self, is what it feels like, okay, love? So let's see what the basis of the situation is for Geminis. We did end up with the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Obviously, not going to be able to keep all of this madness here, loves. But I do want to flash it out to show you how much we got. Let's see if we can narrow this down. Alright, what is the basis of the situation for my Geminis? Basis of the situation for Geminis. Basis of the situation for my Geminis. Oh. Alright, that's a whole bunch of crazy. We did end up with that Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That was one that I happened to notice with that last block of madness that came out. We also got a whole other block of crazy here, darlings. I happen to notice the Devil. Hopefully he doesn't come back out. Let's see what we're actually working with here. 10 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. That's interesting. So some of you are attempting to put the burdens to an end here. 10s being endings. You have 2 10s in a row. This is funny because they're like exact opposites. This division within yourself, loves. Are you happy or are you sad? Are you content or do you want it to come to an end with somebody? You may be completely divided and completely deceiving yourself right now with your back and forthness when you can just be enjoying the situation with somebody. It feels like you're back and forth because you're divided in your head. This is causing you to deceive yourself in this connection. I feel like there's a lying of self as well going on here, darlings. Some of you could have put some burdens to an end in order to try to achieve this happiness, but I feel, loves, because you're still divided, this may be still lingering where maybe things didn't fully come to an end. There's a division. You've literally got one of the worst cards in the deck paired right next to one of the best cards in the deck. I mean, and it's coming as the basis of your situation. You're completely divided. Am I happy or am I sad? Am I ready to walk away and give this up? Or am I ready to accept the abundance in which I have in this connection? I feel a confusion. 2 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn with that Pentacles energy, darlings. Somebody here juggling it out. You could be trying to juggle out a decision. This is also a balance between work and home. But I feel, loves, this is a balance of self. We're talking about yourself. We're talking about the division you have within yourself. I feel here you may be struggling to keep things together or keep a charade going on. You want somebody to believe that you're not divided and that you are in alignment. And I feel like maybe that's also a part of the deception. That you may be falsely telling somebody that, no, I'm good. I'm good. We cool. But inside, are you really cool? I wonder. You know, you feel me? Okay, so let's find out immediate past for Geminis. Immediate past for Geminis. What just happened? What did Gemini just get over, Spirit? 3 of Swords wanted to pop out. Oh, we have that King of Pentacles. Interesting. Whoa, and then some crazy. We do have the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. Oh gosh, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, the 6 of Swords, and the 3 of Cups. This is one of those times where, yes, it's a lot. It's a lot of cards, but I'm hearing take them. This is what you need. Where do I start, Spirit? Let's start here with this pair, this couple, the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Card of Virgo here with this King, card of Capricorn with this Queen. This is still the alignment within yourself, though, darlings. You could be dealing with that twin flame soulmate energy. You could be perfect counterparts in a commitment here, raising a family, taking care of a home, and doing it proper. Okay, but I feel in the midst of it, there's still something that is not quite right within you, love. this division of self. You're trying to come into balance between your masculine and feminine energies, love. You've wanted to gain some peace as well. Move on to calmer waters. I feel that you did this with somebody here. You came to a reconciliation, a celebration with them, darlings, because you've got some balance here. And you've got this reconciliations card. I feel like you made up. You went on to a peaceful term. You went on to peace with somebody. This took effort. This took effort. I don't feel that you're quite within yourself yet, though. You may need to wield some further tools to realign yourself as well. But these tools that you used in the past, you mended a connection here with somebody. The magician has all the resources, all the spirituality, all the knowledge, every piece of everything he needs to make things happen. I feel like you worked some magic here with somebody. You were able to mend a situation. Coming into great alignment with somebody, but still having still having issues within yourself, darling. 5 of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. More Pentacles energy, that Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be dealing with one of those signs for some of you, okay? Or have major placements in your chart. Earth placements, okay? 5s do mean changes. We're talking at times, this could be a financial lack. This could be feeling left out or ghosted by society, by a group of people, or by one individual in general. Could be a ghosting, okay? I feel this may have occurred in the past because there was a reconciliation. Although some of you may still be having a financial pinch of sorts, okay? Potential for some. Let's see what's crowning in your thoughts, Gem. What's crowning in your thoughts, loves? Ooh, we got a flyer. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, darlings. The Hanging Man in reverse. Hanging Man in reverse. Card of Pisces here. Yeah, some of you are still feeling stuck or not seeing things correctly. I feel that because this is crowning in your thoughts, especially, you're attempting to come unstuck and you're attempting to try to gain new perspectives here. But I feel, loves, those perspectives related to somebody else you've come into alignment with, and that's fantastic. But I feel like in the midst of it, you forgot about yourself. Okay, and here you may be confused, a little bit of confusion. If I could talk, a little bit of confusion in here as well because of the perspective needed. Okay, I feel like you're struggling to try to gain these new perspectives, trying to come unstuck at the same time, but thinking of it. You're thinking on it. You either feel stuck in a connection. No, you're feeling stuck within yourself. You're feeling fine within the connection. You just mended the connection. You're feeling stuck within your head, stuck within yourself, trying to come unstuck, but still not fully in alignment. I feel like further perspectives, though you are trying very hard to gain those perspectives, Gem, I feel that further work is needed, okay, love? Further work is needed, and we'll find out how, all right? Page of Cups here. This is an immature, premature essence, right, with the page. Offering a cup of love or emotion. This is either extended outward from you or extended inward from somebody to you, love. I feel like this is going both ways because there's been that reconciliation. Okay, a bit of good news in this card as well. All right, so I feel like things were mended. An apology was given between you and another. What's about to happen? Immediate future for Gemini? Immediate future for Gemini. You're still at odds with your other half within yourself. That just totally rolled underneath the desk, you guys. I have no idea if it's in reverse or what. 8 of Swords here, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Oh my God. Oh, crap. More air energy. 3 of Swords coming in your futures, loves. A heartbreak. I want to get a clarifier on this. Like I said, you're struggling to try to find new perspectives and come unstuck, but you're not quite there yet. 8 of Swords here, feeling bound, trapped by thought, feeling blinded and unable to potentially make a decision or unable to escape those thoughts. 8s do mean cycles as well. 3 of Swords, that pain coming in your future. Can we get a clarifier on that 3 of Swords, please, Spirit? What if this 3 of Swords for Gemini? 6 of Wands, interesting. The Chariot, we have the 8 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, 6 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. Interesting. To clarify a little bit of a broken heart, I feel, loves, this is a struggle. Thank you, Spirit. This is a struggle. This is something you have to put further work into. If you don't put the work into it, loves, that's where this is coming in your future. And by work into it, I mean work into yourself, darlings, on a spiritual level. Realignment is needed. I feel like you've been so distracted working it out with this person that you've literally forgotten about yourself. And you're completely divided on whether you're even happy or not. And you will continue to be divided to a point where it's going to weigh on your heart in the future. And I'm just being honest. I'm saying that because here, the news, loves. The news with this Aquarian energy. This is also communication. Flying through like the airwaves. This is a bit of news that comes to you potentially over the airwaves. I feel, loves, further communication may be needed if you want a victory within yourself. We're talking cycles with this 8. We're talking balance with that 6. Fire energy and earth energy, loves. It's got to start within you. You really need to have further work put into yourself here. I feel like this news card is me telling you this right now. You're catching this bit of news right now. Right now, with me. Okay, that this heartbreak will be coming in your future if you do not work on yourself. You need to gain your own balance here. Gotta gain your own personal victory through balance. I feel like you gave up. Spirit says you need to go forward. Don't give up on yourself. Keep diving deep. If you stop now, sure. Your connection in your life with this person, it's grand right now, but it all starts within you. Success of any kind starts within you, Gemini. So, my loves, you know, if you want to, continue this good relationship where things are balanced and even and there's peace, you really got to make sure you realign yourself, because it's going to sneak up on you and break down what you've been building up with somebody, okay? From within you. It's real, loves. Spirit is saying go forward with this Cancerian energy in the Chariot. Go forward. Don't stop. Don't give up on working on yourself just because, yay, you guys worked it out together. What are you fearing? Because if you do that, it'll creep back up. You know, you can easily, because you're not in alignment, you can easily toss out the balance between you and another. All right? What are you fearing? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Fire energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got the 9 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. You fear being alone. You fear that you can't do it alone. Here there's a singularity in this card. She is happily, abundantly single. Happy and abundant all by herself. This is lying in your fears. You don't want to be alone. You don't want to be single. And you don't want to do it alone. Understood, my darlings. You may be fearing that there's an ignorance here, that somebody, maybe you're offering a cup of love. You might not be getting enough attention from someone. Or, again, something here in your midst that is pretty obvious. It's right in front of your face, darlings. I feel like it's starting within you and you're ignoring it. It has to do with your foundations with that 4, my loves, from deep within where you stand. Okay, it's lying in your fears. You don't want to be ignored. You don't want to be shunned, absolutely. You also don't want to be alone. You want to have a victory with this connection, but you've got to be willing to work on yourself. Okay? Lying in your fears as well. Keep your eyes open because there may be something here that you're not noticing. I feel like it's growing within you, darlings. Growing within you, all right? Growing within you. And it's absolutely crucial that you nourish yourself because, again, conflicts, battles, fussing, fighting, jealousy, this is competition in this card. Some of you may feel you have competition in the outside world for your place. It's not true, all right? You could be causing your own conflicts with this fire energy because you're purposely not coming into alignment. You're deceiving yourself, thinking this connection is the end-all be-all of you and where you need to stand. And that's just not true, Gemini. You are so important. Don't neglect yourself, darlings. What is going on? Thank you. Around Gemini at this time. We've got the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. We ended up with that Chariot card. That Chariot card, card of Cancer going on around you. Somebody might be... Well, yeah, there's a moving on with the connection. I don't want to say somebody's moving on without you or moving forward without you, but they may be completing their cycles. They may be striving for better things here, love. And you got to play catch up, darling. You might have to play catch up for a minute because, excuse me, loves, because they're moving forward. They're on their path, and you've come to a stagnancy in yours. Okay, so really if you want this bond to continue, you've got to raise your vibe, darlings, and it starts within you. You've got to really pay more attention to yourself as well. You feel me? Because it's not just about this person, it's about you. You got to play catch up, is what it feels like. Page of Swords here. He is a little bit of an immature energy here. No, definitely. Immature, premature. He's a child. He speaks before he realizes what the hell he's saying. Don't regress backwards in the way that you communicate with this person because of how you're feeling on the inside. All right, that's what I'm getting from this. This can also be a bad news card of sorts or a spy card. So if you're spying on somebody, knock it off. Okay? Or if you think they're spying on you, just do you. Don't worry about them. It doesn't have to be this person that you're dealing with. It could be a third entity, a friend, a family member watching where you're going with this. All right, loves, but I really feel for you. This is a communication thing. Watch how you speak to somebody who you're dealing with because you're not feeling so good on the inside. All right, that's what it feels like. What are you hoping for, darlings? Another fly. Hoping for. We got the King of King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, Sagittarian energy in that card. Three of Wands in reverse. I think you're sick of waiting. Here, you're hoping for the wait to diminish. Coming in the upright, obviously, we're talking about waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for the good news, investing some time in a pause and a reflection, in a wait, okay? When he's looking out over the ocean and he's waiting for his ships to come in, he has a lot of time to contemplate where his passions lie and what it is he's exactly waiting for, loves, okay? And this can be anything for you, but I feel like here coming in the reverse and in your hopes, you want to play rush. You want to rush it. Some of you might want to rush it. You're tired of waiting. Now, what it is that you're tired of waiting for, I'm not exactly sure because it feels like you've got, you've worked your magic and you've got what you wanted, which was that reconciliation and that peace with somebody coming eye to eye. Maybe you're sick of waiting for yourself to feel better. But that means you've got to take it upon yourself, to take the bull by the horns. This is your life. This is your energy. You've got to nourish yourself, loves. You've got to nourish yourselves. It's not all about this person. You're important too, Gemini. You are the other half of this union. You're the other half. So if you're always worried about their happiness, and creating a stable environment between you two while it sucks you dry, I swear to God, that's going to catch up to you. and you're tired of waiting, you want to rush it, but really, it feels like, yeah, I feel like you want to rush it. Coming into alignment as well isn't a fast process. Don't deceive yourself into thinking it's going to come quickly either. You have to put in the hard work necessary to gain this balance and this victory. Okay, it's not just going to come. You have to put in work to achieve it, Gemini, my loves. Okay, please remember that. It's not just going to come to you. I know you're tired of waiting, but you've got to put in the work in yourself. King of Wands here. He's this fire, this passion. He goes where his passions are. He's an inspiration to others. He makes things happen. He takes creative endeavors and he goes forth with these creative ideas and these bouts of passion. Okay, I feel like Spirit is saying, drive forward. Drive forward. Don't keep yourself stuck. Don't keep yourself stuck. And don't think it's just going to happen. You got to put in some hard work, Gem. All right? What is the outcome for Gemini? Thank you, Spirit. Any further outcomes for Gemini? And we ended up with that King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That Page of Swords. Page of Swords coming in your future. If you're being harsh with somebody, again, this connection can deteriorate really quick, love. You just built it back up. So don't, I feel like if you're being harsh with somebody, they will be just as harsh back. And it will tear everything apart. Everything that you've worked so hard to create here. Okay? And I feel like it's starting within you. If you don't feel good where you're standing, you might start to lash out verbally. Okay? Be expecting here, Gem, to get it right back. And then, God, watch everything fall apart. All right? Coming in your outcomes, you can change this by putting in that necessary hard work into yourself, love. Any further outcome cards? Further outcome cards for Geminis, please, Spirit. 10 of Wands wanted to come out. And we have the 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, darlings. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, Taurus energy here, loves. With this Knight, Earth energy nonetheless, or anybody taking on this property. Coming in slow, stability coming in slow. I feel you have an opportunity here, loves, to plan things out differently. The Knight of Pentacles, he's very slow because he plans things out. He's methodical. He takes his time bringing this offer. This could be somebody bringing an offer you're tired of waiting for. Okay, a bit of stability coming that you've been tired of waiting for. If that's the case, or within yourself, loves, I feel you need to work on it. I feel you need to work on yourself. Also, a bit of advice. When you're bringing an offer of stability, an offer of gifts, an offer of tangible things to others, if you're moving slow and you're spouting off with the tongue and you're being ruthless about where you stand, you're going to continue to be divided. And it's just going to come back and get you, loves. Okay, and if you want somebody to bring what they have to offer a little quicker, I suggest you really put in some hard work in yourself. I can't stress it enough here. 9 of Wands, there's a battle going on. I feel like this is a battle within you. Something here, 9s being completions. It's almost the end of the battle. You're so close to the end of the battle. You don't want to give up on yourself here. And you shouldn't, loves. Don't give up on yourself. For a lot of you, you've been so busy fighting with somebody or fighting for somebody, fighting for this connection. It's literally draining you dry because you're not replenishing yourself here. You need to maybe give it a rest for a minute. Like maybe with this 9, I know you don't want to give up on the connection. I'm not saying give up on the connection. And I'm not really saying take a break from it either, but take a break maybe from how much you're pouring into it. Maybe let them give a little too. All right, loves. And definitely work on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Any further outcome cards for Gemini? Let's see if we can get 1 or 2 more, and then I'll place some advice. All right, thank you, Spirit. 2 more. Perfect. And that 9 of Wands again at the bottom of the deck, darlings. Oh, we have the 10 of Wands and the Empress. What did I say, you guys? You need to nurture yourself now. You need to nurture yourself. You could be the motherly energy here with this Empress. You could be a mother, father, or dealing with the mother, father of your children if you have them. All right, but I feel a union. I feel like a marriage and a commitment here. All right, something within you, darling, really needing to be nurtured. You need to nurture yourself. You may be so busy nurturing everybody else at this time that it's burdening you. Okay, maybe that's why you're feeling so drained, because you've been putting in so much love and effort towards everything else, and especially this person, that it's literally burning you and sucking you dry, and it's almost like you may not be even paying attention to yourself at this time, and that's the deception. You're deceiving yourself, loves. Again, that Wheel of Fortune can go either way. It can turn in your favor or it can turn against you. Don't let it turn against you. Take the bull by the horns, you feel me? And really nurture yourself here. I have to mention this, the thing about the 10 of Wands, 10s being endings here, loves. He has all the ability to put down those rods. Sometimes I call them swords accidentally, but he has all the ability to put down those rods. This is a heavy burden that you are carrying solely on your shoulders, darling. He can stop. He can take a break. He can pause and enjoy how beautiful the forest is. He can put down those burdens himself. There's a determination in this card to not give up. So if you want the burdens to come to an end, you've got to lighten your own load and put in a little more hard work. Okay, you've got the 9 and the 10, right? The 9 at the bottom of the deck, and here coming in your futures, in your outcomes. If you don't do something about it, darlings, you're going to be battling forever. An internal battle and a struggle until you let yourself not struggle any longer. And that comes with wield these tools for yourself. You know what I mean? You're important too, darling. You got to focus on yourself as well. Maybe they can nurture you a little bit, you know? You don't have to be the one always putting in all the effort. Now, I'm not saying that you are, necessarily. I'm not saying that this person doesn't do their part, but really it is about you. You really got to work on yourself here, loves. And tell them, like, if you need to have some communication and say, I'm sorry, I got to do some me time. You watch the kids. All right, I'm taking a bath. Some self-care. You need some self-care right now. Gem, you feel me? Self-care, darling. Let's see. Let's get you some advice. Whoop. Oh, winter solstice reflection came out as well with whatever other card that was. Karma, DNA at the bottom of the deck here. Love, compassion. Oh, you've got to have compassion and love for yourself as well, darling. Of course you deeply love this person. You strive so hard to reconnect with them. That of course you love them. Absolutely you love them, babes. But you got to love yourself too. There's a deep reflection here that needs to be sought. Okay? A mirror image here as well. Twin flame soulmate energy on the board. You could be mirroring each other. Again, if you're harsh with them, they will be harsh right back with you. All right? Realign yourself before you get to that point where you're fed up and you're mad and you're spitting out stuff, right? You need a reflection about you. A reflection for you. Deep within you. Karma, DNA at the bottom of the deck. Something woven within your DNA, within who you are, darlings. You gotta see it. I feel like you gotta see it. I feel like what you're not doing right now is you're purposely not nurturing yourself. Maybe not purposely. There may be an ignorance about it, right? That there's something you're not spotting. The deterioration of your soul because you're putting in too much effort everywhere else. Please have love and compassion for self. Please have love and compassion for self now, Gem. All right, this may be just like your character. You may have done it your whole life. Give and give and give and give and give. You may be an empath of sorts, draining yourself dry to make somebody else happy. My love, you're important too. You're important too, and you've got to see it. You've got to see it, darling. Any further advice? Thank you. Ancestors, generations, fog veiled. Yeah, there's something you're not seeing. And we ended up with that DNA karma at the bottom of the deck. I feel like fog veiled, that what you're not seeing, this confusion that you're having, again, you're not viewing yourself correctly. Ancestors, generations, we're talking again, something deeply rooted in who you are. You're being blessed. You're being watched. Your ancestors are offering you guidance that you may be not noticing or purposely ignoring, okay? It's really important that you see this, that you see that you're blessed, okay? And if you're confused about that which you don't know, and you're confused about your directions or confused about how to come into alignment, you have a blessing here. Gosh, that's driving me crazy, you guys. I'm sorry. Thank you. You know, there's something that you really need to notice here. You're blessed. You're also very deeply loved, darling. This confusion that you're having, Spirit says you're being guided. You're being watched and guided and blessed by your ancestors, your spirit guides, your higher source, self-spirit here. Definitely needing to come into alignment. I feel like you may not know how important you are, how blessed you are. You may not know how loved you are. Gem, I'm here to tell you right now, I'm your news here. Okay, card of Aquarius. I have an Aquarius moon. I just want to throw that out there. I feel like I'm your bit of news right now, darlings. You are so loved. You are so loved. You got to see it for what it is. You got to see the truth about yourself. You're important. You're important. You're blessed. You're loved. Don't give up on yourself. Wake up call here. Oh my God, are you shitting me? Summer solstice radiance at the bottom of the deck. You radiate beauty. Gem, you got this. You are absolutely radiant if you let yourself be. A wake-up call coming now. Coming now, darlings. I'm your messenger. I'm here to highlight this to you. You've been living in darkness, my beautiful gem babies. Break free. Break free. Wake-up call is now. You are loved. You are blessed. You are beautiful, Gem. Don't give up on yourself. You can do it. What you give to the world is a radiance. It's a warmth. You bless others here. But not unless you let yourself, and not unless you come into alignment with yourself. Rebirth here. Holy crap. River movement at the bottom of the deck, and the meadow vulnerability. You have a rebirth here, loves. A rebirth of self. You really got to be vulnerable to self as well. Sometimes we're so busy fighting the struggle, but really we've got to kind of give in to the struggle. Cry those tears, be vulnerable to self, to break down. It's almost like a death card. You feel me? Scorpionic energy, death card, the rebirth, the transformation. Something has to die in order for you to be reborn. I feel like here, Spirit is saying, you really got to let these old thought patterns die, and you're holding yourself back, maybe not having enough love or compassion for self, pouring in too much into a connection and not enough into your alignment. You've got to let that die, okay? And really focus on self here so you can get that rebirth. Be vulnerable to self as well. Maybe even like be vulnerable to this person and say, I'm only a human. I'm not a miracle worker. You know, I can't take care of everybody. I need a little love and compassion myself. I need a little nourishment. And I know this person will be happy to bring that to you because they love you. You are very loved, Gemini. But really, this is also coming within you. You can't forget how beautiful you are. All right, loves? You have a rebirth here, but you just got to see it. And I'm here to tell you, darlings, allow it. Allow your rebirth. Some of you may be feeling very vulnerable at this idea of coming back into alignment because you feel like you can handle it. And you can handle it, but I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. Just some more reflection is needed. You feel me, you guys? It may make you feel very vulnerable to admit that you need further work, and that's okay. It's a constant battle, and we are all, always rebirthing ourselves. Scorpionic. I'm a Scorpio here. I am the death card. I am that tower. I make shit happen. Phoenix rising. You feel me? I burn shit down, and I change every couple of years. And I just keep growing and progressing, and you can do it too, Gem. It does take a little bit of vulnerability. You got to be vulnerable to self to allow the transformation. All right, darlings? I got to cut it there before I run out of space. But I hope this helps, darling, and I wish you the best of luck in the situation. Until I see you guys next time, please stay safe. Please take care. I know you can do this, Gemini. Don't give up on yourself. You got this, babes. You got this. Peace, love, and light to you always, my friends. Good luck.